Linda? Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you for your attention and tuning into this. And if you'll see it, this will be replayed on the Access channel. I just want to give an update to the community on the city of St. James. Este comunicado será transito es español acabando yo. That says that we are going to give this translated in Spanish. Saudi Showalter to my left was gracious enough, and she's willing to give this update in Spanish to all of our Spanish folks as well. Okay, ST Industries sale closed this summer. They changed the name to Sharpline Incorporated. They also took over the U-Haul rental business and storage. They're also exploring other options, including other sales and services. They sell precision tools. They repair precision tools. So they're looking to add Bill Martin and Tina that are running that and purchased it, came from Colorado. So looking forward to them expanding and adding more employees. The Tony Downs Food Building, currently we have no interest in the building. We're still continuing options as best we can to explore anyone that we can find an interest. That's right across the street from Sharpline Incorporated. So we continue to look for someone for that building. We have a lot of questions on the former Shopko building that is currently under contract for sale. Our closing was originally supposed to be in December, was extended 60 days to February of next year. There should be extensive remodeling that will be done. We're pretty optimistic that that will close in February. After the remodeling, it should be a Dollar General store in the St. James community. The former Polo's building, which currently has been leased, the county and the city collaborated together and redone that building with lots of improvements and repairs. We raised, R-A-Z-E-D, raised the back part of the building and then restructured everything, spent lots of money. We wanted to have it for a potential business. We didn't want a hole in the main street, another one in the main street of St. James. So that has been leased. Ed Mays from the gym down across the street, been there for over 40 years. Someone purchased his building that he's been leasing for many years, and they're going to open a business, a different kind of business in that building. So Ed needed a place to go, and this really fell into place very fortunately for the community and for Ed. So we have the gym den will now be across the street. They'll occupy that building December 28th, which is about 10 days from now. And the Polo's building is leased, and we welcome Ed Mays across the street to that, as well as the new business that will be in the former Gem Den building. Two buildings west of Polo's, if you've just been vacant for quite a while, they just opened a new business. It's called Cedel. It's owned by Monica Delgado Garcia. She's going to have clothes, shoes, other accessories. This building has been leased from First National Bank, so they set up a gracious enough, favorable lease for her to rent that. So we welcome Monica to that, to open that building, and a very needed business that we have in St. James for clothing, shoes, and accessories. Gulfmore LLC, owned by Pam and Dale Runge, recently opened. That's just east of the St. James Veterinary Clinic. It's a golf simulator. They built that this summer and opened for business with golf simulation. And they also built some storage units right across from that. So they have rental storage units in there as well. So we welcome and thank Pam and Dale Runge for that. We also have a new beauty salon. It's called Meraki Beauty Studio. It's owned by Martha Escada. This is located behind the Town and Country Insurance Agency on Main Street. Smithfield Foods, as I had mentioned before, they're putting on a $1 million expansion out at their building. There's an ad for break room, for space, for safety of all of the employees that they have out at Smithfield Foods. So we thank Smithfield Foods for the continued confidence, community, and trust and investment in St. James, as well as compliment them for addressing safety in the times that we're at today. 11th Street North project. This is a county state aid project that will be starting in 2021 this spring. This goes from First Avenue South on 11th Street and all the way to 10th Avenue North, where you go to the school. So that's, again, county state aid project. The city pays a small portion of it, around 10% approximately, of some of the infrastructure. We're going to have a new concrete street, new sanitary sewer, new water main, new storm sewer, and most importantly, or equal of importance, is that we're putting sidewalks in. So we will now have, there's a lot of folks that walk to work and walk home that walk to school and walk home from school. So there'll be a sidewalk on the west side of the street all the way from First Avenue, all the way through 10th Avenue North to go to the school. So that will help the safety of our community. Also, spring of 2021, we have an airport project. We're going to increase the safety. We're going to blacktop some of the taxiway out around the airport, and that's out of airport funding through the FAA. The city received $342,421 in CARES money from the state and feds this year. We contributed $143,018.25 to a countywide small business grant program. This benefited 37 businesses, 22 nonprofits in St. James, sorely really needed in our community because of what's going on with the COVID-19. The county also put some money into it, as did some of the cities in the county. So we had a total of $717,072.78 that was awarded in grants to 116 countywide businesses, daycare, whoever qualified for that. And again, it's a grant, okay? It's a grant. City's budget committee worked with staff to balance our budget for 2021. We have a very small decrease in our budget levy of, I think, around $3,000 to $4,000. Our levy is around $15 million. Some other information: longstanding city clerk Leanne Nibby worked with us for 47 years. She retired this year. We had a get together for Leanne Nibby. She was dedicated. I think she forgot more than a lot of us will know for how she served the community. Big boots, large shoes to fill, and Kristen Hurley has stepped up and is filling her shoes. And Kristen's doing a great job for us as well in taking Leanne's place. So again, congratulations to Leanne Nibby. City also hired a new EDA director, Andrea Gierke from New Ulm. She took over about 90 days ago and is looking to for economic development in our community. She's set off on the foot running, and she's really doing some great work, and we'll reap the rewards from that here this summer. Also had a donation drive to purchase Christmas lights in Memorial Park. If you haven't been out to Memorial Drive, please go out there and look at all of our blue lights. There's like 10 trees, I believe, that are decorated. We hope to add more next year. The trees are around $350 a piece for the to cost for them. We raised, I think, close to $5,000. So we want to thank everyone that, whether it was individuals, businesses, or whoever it was, thank you for your contribution. Again, your commitment to our community to help our community brighten it up for the season. The city gave out 2 Good Neighbor Awards in 2020. Dr. James Hermo and Evie Hermo, if you saw them, you'll see them all the time. They're walking up and down the street all over. They got their peg to pick up the garbage, and they carry a garbage bag along, and they pick up debris. When we had the first COVID testing at the Armory this summer, they went from 10th Avenue South all the way up First Avenue to 10th Avenue North and picked it up because they wanted to look nice when all the people were coming and visiting St. James. They just want our community to look better, and they're doing a great job. Again, thank you to Jim and Evie Hermo for that. Also gave a Good Neighbor Award to Peg Lewis. She spent over a decade at the Humane Society. She was there bright and early in the morning, and when anybody called, she would come up there. She did a fabulous job. So our thank you again to Peg retired to Peg Lewis. Also, thank you. We had a couple of city council members that will be done the end of December. Thank you to Ray Honfeld, who served the people east of Armstrong, and Don Mackey, who served the people west of Armstrong. That's where they were elected, but obviously you served the entire community. So thank you to both of those folks. We continue to see a lot of challenges, a lot of changes because of the COVID pandemic. We need to be optimistic, we need to be proactive, and we need to move forward. As the vaccine was found, it started coming out and shipping yesterday, I believe. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. So we're very fortunate and blessed to have that coming, and we will see an end to it. But in the meantime, we still need to social distance, wear a mask, and be protective, and be for the sake of not just yourself, but the other person as well, against the COVID ID. With God's help, we'll get through this. Finally, Mayo System, Clinic Health System gives an update, I think a quarterly letter, a monthly letter. in one of the later letters or newsletters that they sent out, there was a pretty neat saying in there. And here's what it says. It says, be flexible, be optimistic, be supportive, and be kind. So let's all try and do this and have a blessed, happy holiday season as best that we can. Thank you very much, Saudi.
Buenas noches y bienvenidos a este comunicado de la comunidad de la ciudad de St. James por el alcalde Gary Sturm. La venta de la industria ST ha sido cerrado por una compañía llamada Sharpline, que compró el negocio y también compró un negocio de alquilar los trailers de U-Haul. También están tratando de agarrar más cosas para vender herramientas y arreglar herramientas de presión. El edificio de los alimentos Downs, Tony Downs conocido, actualmente no tiene interés, pero también seguimos explorando las opciones para poder traer más negocio al pueblo. El antiguo edificio de la tienda de Shopko sí está alquilado, está en contrato para la venta con cierre anticipado para febrero. Después de una extensa remodelación, estaremos felices de tener un Dollar General tienda a nuestra comunidad. El antiguo edificio de Polo's Bar está siendo rentado para la tienda de joyería de Gem Den, que está enfrente del negocio. Será tomado el 28 de diciembre. El edificio de Polos está siendo rentado para ellos y el edificio de ellos está sido comprado por otro negocio. Vamos a tener más negocios en el pueblo. Los dos edificios al oeste del Polos acaba de abrir una nueva tienda llamada Sedal, con la dueña llamada Mónica Delgado García. Tiene ropa, zapatos y accesorios. El edificio está siendo rentado por el Banco Primero Nacional aquí en Main Street, que tiene el edificio. Como digo, tiene ropa, zapatos y accesorios. También bienvenidos a Golfmore LLC, propiedad de Pam y Dale Runge, que abrieron recientemente. Es un estimulador de golf. También abrieron unas unidades de alquilar. O si necesitan rentar algo, pueden ir a alquilar un nido. También le damos una bienvenida a un nuevo salón de belleza, Merakai Beauty Studio, con la dueña Marta Esqueda, que se encuentra detrás de la agencia Town & County. Smithfield Foods está construyendo una expansión de $1 millón que obra el espacio de la sala de descanso para lonche con seguridad. El proyecto de la calle del 11 Norte está avanzando con trabajos que comienzan en la primavera 2021. Permite una nueva tubería principal de agua, de alcantarillado sanitario, contrario de las calles y tormentas para que instalaciones aceras. También en la primavera del 2021 tendremos un proyecto del aeropuerto. La ciudad recibió $342,421 en fondos de atención y la ciudad contribuyó un $143,018,25, lo que estableció un programa de subvenciones para pequeñas empresas y todos los condados se beneficiaron de 37 empresas y 22 organizaciones sin fines de lucro en St. James, con todo de selecciones. Con todo el condado sería $717,000 y 18 centavos en todo el condado. El comité de presupuesto en la ciudad trabajó con los trabajadores para alquilar el presupuesto del 2021 y trabajar para reducir los impuestos de la ciudad. La secretaria del municipal, Leanne Nibby, se ha retirado después de trabajar 47 años para la ciudad. La ciudad contrató a una nueva directora EDA, Andrea Gerke. También ha habido una orden de donación para la compra de luces navideñas en el parque de Memorial Park. La ciudad entregó el premio de Buen Vecino del 2020 a James y Evelyn Harriman junto a Peg Lewis. Ellos han limpiado toda la ciudad para hacerla ver mejor. Seguimos viendo muchos desafíos y cambios debido a la pandemia COVID-19, pero somos optimistas y proactivos y mediados que avancemos para encontrar una vacuna. Con la ayuda de Dios superaremos esto. En un dicho que leí del sistema de la salud de la clínica Mayo Health System, ha sido: sea flexible, sea optimista, sea solidario y sea amable. Así que intentemos hacer esto. Que tengan unas buenas y bendecidas temporadas navideñas con lo mejor que podamos. Presentado respetuosamente por el alcalde Gary Stern.
Thank you, Saudi. I think that completes it. Thanks, everyone, for your support to our community. Thanks for committing to be in St. James and dedicate yourself to support all of us here, whether it's individuals, businesses, whatever it is. We need everything we can these days in our community. Thank you, Saudi, for agreeing to interpret tonight. So have a good evening. Mucho gracias. Thank you. Feliz Navidad. And again, mucho gracias, Saudi. Thanks. Have a great evening.